Ever spotted an unusual number of cows when you think about India? Well, you're not alone. India is a land where bovines aren't just prevalent, they're a part of the cultural fabric. From bustling city streets to quiet rural landscapes, cows are an integral part of the Indian panorama. They're not just random animals wandering about, but symbols of life and sustenance that are deeply rooted in the Indian ethos. India is home to an estimated 300 million cows, which is about one cow for every 4 people. Now that's a lot of cows. These gentle giants come in all shapes and sizes, from the humped indigenous breeds to the more familiar Holstein and Jersey cows. And it's not just about the numbers. These cows are respected, revered, and cared for by millions of people across the country. So, it's clear that cows are a big deal in India. But why exactly is that? India isn't just home to a lot of cows, it's home to a lot of different types of cows. On the bustling streets and serene rural landscapes of India, you'll find an incredible diversity of bovine breeds, each with its own unique qualities. Firstly, let's talk about the Sahiwal, a breed that hails from the Sahiwal district in Pakistan. These cows are known for their high milk yield and resistance to tropical diseases. With a reddish-brown coat and humped back, the Sahiwal is a common sight in the northern parts of India. Moving on, we have the Gir. This breed originates from the Gir forest of Gujarat, and they're easily recognized by their long, pendulous ears and distinctive hump. They're highly prized for their adaptability and milk production. Last but not least, we have the Tharparkar. These sturdy animals come from the Tharparkar district of Sindh, Pakistan. They're white or gray in color and are known for their endurance in arid conditions, making them perfect for the harsh desert regions of India. Each of these breeds plays a vital role in India's agricultural system, providing not only milk, but also labor for farming and transportation. They're more than just animals. They're an integral part of the community. So now that we know the players, let's delve into what makes them so special. Ever wondered what's on the menu for our bovine friends in India? Well, let's take a peek into their culinary world. Indian cows, much like their global counterparts, are primarily herbivorous. They spend a good chunk of their days grazing on grasses, herbs, and shrubs. This natural diet is rich in fiber and plays an essential role in maintaining their digestive health. However, it's not all about greens. Cows in India also enjoy a supplementary diet. This includes crop residues like straw, husks, and stubble, which are a valuable source of nutrients during the dry season or when fresh grass is in short supply. But we're not stopping there. Farmers also provide their bovine companions with additional feeds to meet their nutritional needs. These feeds usually consist of grains, legumes, and sometimes even kitchen scraps. After all, a well-fed cow is a happy cow, and a happy cow provides better milk. Interestingly, in some parts of India, cows are also known to enjoy a special treat called panchagavya. This is a concoction made from 5 products of the cow milk, curd, ghee, urine, and dung. It might sound unappetizing to us, but it's believed to have multiple health benefits for the cow. In a nutshell, a cow's diet in India is a well-balanced mix of grazing and supplementary feeds, with a dash of traditional practices thrown in for good measure. It's not just about what they eat, but also about how they're viewed. After all, every meal tells a story, even for a cow. In India, cows are not just animals, they hold a special religious significance. They are deeply intertwined with Hinduism, the religion that the majority of the Indian population adheres to. Hindu scriptures dating back thousands of years refer to the cow as mother, a symbol of selfless giving, and a provider of sustenance. You see, in these scriptures, the cow is portrayed as a celestial being that came to earth to provide mankind with the gift of agriculture. She gives milk, her dung provides fuel, and her urine is used in traditional medicines. Even in death, a cow's hide is used in making essential items. So, in a sense, a cow is seen as an embodiment of life itself. From the ancient Vedic texts to the epic narratives of Mahabharata and Ramayana, cows have always been portrayed as sacred beings. This reverence for the cow is deeply ingrained in the collective consciousness of the Indian people. It's a sentiment that has been passed down through generations. But it's not just about symbolism or religious texts. The cow is seen as a representation of all life forms. To harm a cow, or any life form, is considered a sin in Hinduism. This belief in non-violence, known as ahimsa, is a fundamental tenet of the religion, and it's not just a matter of personal faith. This reverence for cows has been institutionalized in many parts of India. There are gaushalas, or cow shelters, where abandoned or elderly cows are cared for. In many Indian states, laws have been enacted to protect cows from slaughter. But it's important to note that this respect for cows is not uniform across all of India. India is a diverse country with a myriad of cultures and religions. While cows are revered in many parts, there are also regions where beef is part of the local diet. The respect for cows in India goes beyond religion, delving into the realm of law. It's a complex issue, deeply rooted in the country's history, culture, and faith. And while it may seem perplexing to outsiders, for many Indians, it's simply a part of life. In many parts of India, cows enjoy legal protection that might surprise you. You see, in India, the protection of cows is a matter of both cultural reverence and legal enforcement. This fascinating intertwining of religion, culture, and law results in a unique legal landscape where the welfare of cows is given paramount importance. Let's delve into the specifics. In India, laws related to cow protection vary from state to state. For instance, in Rajasthan, the Rajasthan Bovine Animal Prohibition of Slaughter and Regulation of Temporary Migration or Export Act 2020 provides for stringent punishments for those found guilty of cow slaughter, including imprisonment of up to 10 years and hefty fines. Similarly, in Haryana, the Haryana Gauvansh Sanrakshan and Gau Samvardhan Act 2015 not only prohibits the slaughter of cows, but also their trafficking for slaughter. The penalties here range from 3 to 10 years of imprisonment, along with financial penalties. In Maharashtra, the Maharashtra Animal Preservation Act 1976 prohibits the slaughter of cows and bullocks, with a punishment of up to 5 years in prison and a fine. Interestingly, not all Indian states have such stringent laws. In states like Kerala and West Bengal, there are no specific laws prohibiting cow slaughter. This variation in laws across states reflects the diversity of cultural, religious, and political beliefs in India. What's more, in 2017, the central government attempted to impose a nationwide ban on the sale and purchase of cattle for slaughter. However, this move was met with widespread protests and legal challenges, ultimately leading to the suspension of the ban by the Supreme Court. So you see, in India, the cow isn't just a farm animal, it's a symbol of life, a bearer of sanctity, and a creature of legal protection. It's clear that the cow's status in India is truly unique. But what's the impact of this on everyday life? Cows in India aren't just seen in fields, they're a part of the daily landscape. Now let's take you on a journey to the bustling streets of India, where cows are as common a sight as cars, bicycles, and pedestrians. It's a sight that might be surprising to many, but for the locals, it's just another day in paradise. Cows can be found meandering through traffic in the busiest cities, lazing in the shade in rural villages, and even lounging on the warm sands of beaches. They are not just confined to the countryside, but are an integral part of urban life as well. The cows of India have the unique privilege of roaming freely, and they sure know how to make the most of it. Their presence is not without impact. They can often be seen causing minor traffic jams as they leisurely cross the road, or even just deciding to take a nap right in the middle of it. But here's the thing. No one seems to mind. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Drivers patiently wait for them to move while pedestrians carefully navigate around them. These everyday encounters with cows extend beyond the roads. They are a part of the local markets, where they often help themselves to the fresh produce. They can be found at tea stalls, waiting for a kind hand to offer them a treat. They're even a part of festivals and weddings, often dressed up and celebrated. This daily coexistence with cows is more than just a quirk of life in India. It's a reflection of the deep respect and reverence that the Indian people hold for these creatures. They are seen as symbols of abundance and fertility, and their presence is welcomed and cherished. So the next time you find yourself in a traffic jam caused by a cow in India, remember this. It's not an inconvenience, it's an experience. It's a glimpse into a world where animals and humans share spaces harmoniously, a testament to the incredible diversity and richness of life in India. From their varied breeds to their sacred status, it's clear that cows are an inseparable part of India's identity.